Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a
huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, and erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. There could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come. You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture, our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Welcome in, Braves country! Atlanta Braves are few minutes away from pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Hopefully the 3D will... false start again. Kind of figured that. Game has not yet begun. We're not missing anything. Sometimes it takes a few swipes at this sucker to get it going. And there we go. Hope y'all are having a good night. Atlanta Braves are wearing their home whites. Play a couple of things for you here if I can find them real quick. It just got done. Let's see. Here we go. This is if Lane Thomas gets a base hit. Life in the fast lane. Try that again. And the home run. Rays fans appreciate that. And we're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. And the first pitch on the way, taken for a ball to Xavier Edwards. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing lifted. High and deep into left field. Making the catch out there is Lane Thomas. One away. It's going to take me a second to cue this up because I'm doing it on the, well, you know the deal. Stowers, the batter, number 2 hitter in the order, batting second, playing first. And the first pitch up top is a strike. It's 0-1. Elder working very quickly. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss upstairs. 0-2. Righty-lefty matchup. Stowers steps out of the box. I think I've got it pretty much queued up. I can see your comments tonight, but it's a little off to the side. And that pitch is bang back foul. Infield back into the right. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. All right, now I'm more focused on where y'all are at. Good to see everybody in the chat. I'm not going to try to do the roll calls with these Florida games. It's an absolute nightmare. I can barely see. So I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi, but man, it's just if we play that with these Florida games, just realize I can't read the whole thing. First pitch on the way is a cutter outside wide. It's 1-0. I'll still be able to see anything that lights up pretty well, but other than that is the 1-0 pitch. Swing. Pop up in the air into right field. Ronald Acuna Jr. comes in, makes the easy grab, and that'll end the inning. Marlins go down 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash here on the Braves Country Radio Network. Game 2 of our double dip. Braves and Marlins. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Good to see everybody. Chatham, Virginia. Johns Creek. What else we got here? Section, Alabama. Brighton, Colorado. Savannah, Georgia. JS Community College for Sleepy. You'll get out of there one day, bud. We believe in you. If not, I'm sure we can patch you some Cliff's Notes. Drake Baldwin coming to the plate. Righty-lefty. Yuri Perez, the fireballer, fires the first pitch on the way. Up, lifted high, deep down the left field line. It's 0-1. And there aren't a ton of people in the stands. I don't think it's threatening rain, but I did not check because I've been so busy. We just got off the air a little while ago for the Cubs game. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. It wasn't supposed to be, but maybe something's changed. No, there's no rain in the area. They must be rebelling against Anthopoulos' no deal. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. One away. I guess it's true that no matter where they play, there's never anybody in the stands when the Miami Marlins are on the field. Yuri Perez back to work. It'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. Expect a low-scoring first 5 innings. I didn't get the predictions on all that stuff in. As the first pitch swings, smacks it off his knee, and Acuna is walking around, limping around. See you in late September. It's 0-1. Where'd that get him? Right on the... He's got a cut. He's got one pad that's on his knee, and the other one's on his bottom part of his left leg, his lead leg, and that's where it got him. Looked like the majority of it hit the padding, but that doesn't mean anything realistically. It's just supposed to slow it down. And they're coming out there to look at him. He's taking it off. Let's put it back on. This guy just can't stay healthy. And this time it wasn't anything in the field. He's standing at the plate. I mean, you can only bubble wrap a player so much. He's got decent coverage on that leg. It's not like I would say that he needs more. There is a little bit of a gap in between the knee pad and the leg pad, but that's not where it got him. It got him on the leg pad. Here we go. The 0-1 count appears to be okay. Swing lifted out into center field, and that's down for a base hit. And Ronald Acuna Jr. is aboard, kind of limping, kind of slow down the line. So we'll continue to look at that.
Bravo.
But nonetheless, yeah, he's limping. I wonder if he'll stay in the game.
Bravo.
Matt Olson, the batter. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. He was getting, if I could have gotten it in time, but I was trying to make that Lane Thomas clip because I did not expect Lane Thomas to be in the starting lineup tonight because he's much better against left-handers, and Perez is a pretty tough right-hander. But anyways, I was trying to make that clip for y'all. I was going to take Matt Olson, the Braves, to win this one 5-2. That was what I was going to do, is the 0-1. Down and away, 1. That's why we were a couple minutes short, because it takes a little while to get all that together. And then I'm like sitting there trying to copy and paste and clip it all together. And Jason was laughing because you're never going to get it done. I was like, shut up. First pitch off the 1-1, fouls it away. It's 1-2. So 1-2 count. Acuna at first. 1-2 pitch, high and out of the zone, 2-2. He's pitched pretty well against the Braves of recent, but we did light him up. You remember a few years back, if you were with us, it's a Sunday morning game, and he was the next big thing coming out of not just Miami, but Major League Baseball. He was lighting the league on fire, and he came into Atlanta, and he couldn't get out of the first inning. The Braves absolutely just ambushed him. I want to say it was 2023. I believe it was the year we had such the great offense. The 2-2 to Olson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Chase that one way off the plate. That's a bad pitch no matter how you look at it. I think Olsen was just trying to stay alive, and the ball just kept tailing on him. Looked like the two-seam. Had two-seam action no matter what he threw. 1 on, 2 out. First pitch to Michael, swing and a miss, sinker, 98 miles an hour. It's 0-1. But anyway, since that day, we've seen him a handful of times. He had some very good outings against us, and we've had outings where we gotten to him. His better ones have been in Miami, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And I didn't get to hear what they said, but during the pregame of the Miami game, I looked at the monitor, and I did notice that the way they worded it was they were interviewing the manager, McCullough, and it said on the screen him answering questions about allowing Perez to face the Braves. The 0-2. Swing lifted out to center field. Coming in, making the running catch is Marcy, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, or the top of the second here in Braves country. 0-0 your score. Bryce Elder Day.
I think we should use the manual. I don't need a manual. I need a pair of wire strippers, a hammer, and a beer.
Remember those sweet, warm New England summers? Remember sipping lemonade underneath a shady tree? Remember when you hit that pedestrian with your car at the crosswalk and then just drove away? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Maybe I'm the problem. Nah, that doesn't even sound right. Stay woke in these streets.
This girl is checking me out.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's definitely smiling.
Oh, she's cute.
Right.
And smiling at the guy who just walked in.
Maybe it's her brother.
They are the same height. That is a long hug.
Maybe their father died. I mean...
Why would they be smiling?
Because they inherited money.
Okay.
How lucky am I?
Oh.
Why would they kiss?
Maybe he's trying to make you jealous.
It is working.
Okay.
Now they're leaving again. What's that?
She's sending mixed signals. I'll give you that.
I cannot be with people who play games like this.
Very childish.
Dad, guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits. And how many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
John McGraw would stay in baseball for more than 40 years and become one of the game's greatest managers. But he never stopped fighting, never stopped savaging umpires, and was always willing to do just about anything to win.
Braves Country HD. First pitch off the plate from Bryce Elder. It's called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing and a miss. 0-2. Haven't seen where they've replaced Acuna, so far so good on that one. The 0-2 outside wide. 1-2. It doesn't mean they won't replace him at some point, even if it's tomorrow. 1-2 count. Time is called as he gets out of the box. The 1-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Punched him out at the bottom of the zone. Changeup. Good movement on that pitch. 1 away. Sure, he's heard it all before, but we really need Bryce Elder to step up in a big way now that they have decided not to bring anybody in at the deadline. Bryce Elder's looking like your number 2, maybe number 3 starter in the postseason. First pitch is right there. For strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Stepping out of the box is Hernandez getting back in. Roberto Hernandez, 237 on the year, 16 home runs. Kicks and fires, swing. Chopped on the ground. Ozzy's got it, flips it over to Olsen, and it's a 4-3 put out. One to nothing Washington in Philadelphia, so good news on that front. Infield playing back into the right as Elder goes back to work. And Owen Casey, the batter, the designated hitter. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Chopped on the ground. Ozzy's got it. Flips it to Olsen one more time. And that'll end the inning. So just like that, Marlins go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 0-0 your score in Braves country.
You come at the K, you best not miss.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
Nobody's got anything bad to say about Dustin Pedroia. Okay, if he had mentioned Dustin Pedroia, I wouldn't have said a word, but the fact that he mentioned Big Poppy in the steroid era, when you want to bring that clown, that joke of a player up, they broke a great player. Ted Williams was one of the greatest players ever. And the fact that you would bring the fact up that he broke his record after he's pumping steroids in his behind, I don't want to hear about it. You could have picked 10 better Red Sox than Big Poppy.
I like him. I'm a Red Sox fan.
Of course you like him. You like the Gators. You like Aerosmith. There's a lot of things you like that the rest of the world don't. I don't know much, but I know one thing. Billy Bills gets to show game ball today.
Armchair.
You're not sick tonight, are you? Good. Your tongue's going to be hanging out. Tell him to throw up on his own time.
You think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list. We come to things at various times in our lives when we can comprehend them, when we have an interest in them. But we have a child's interest in baseball, in my case from the time I was 5. I can't imagine never having an interest in baseball. So it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
Braves Country Radio, pull up a chair. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back, y'all. Ozzy Albies the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. 0-1. Ozzy, 19 home runs on the year. 63 RBI. A 751 OPS. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Bringing a missile up and in, 98 miles an hour. The 0-2. High and out of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing, just got a piece of that one. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Braves won the first one. Last night held on for dear life. It was the 1-2 pitch. In case you left the game and thought it was over, Glaciers had a hard time closing that one out. The 1-2 pitch swing, fouls it away, and we'll do it again. They brought him in up by 4, and it's funny because I mention it, but it's not like it's news to anybody. There's just that thing where a closer comes in. If the game's not on the line, it's hard for them to, as the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. You sleepy? The 2-2 count. Outside wide. Did he go around? He did not. Full count. But it's one of those things. It's a weird thing that you wouldn't expect it to be that way, but you come in as a closer, and if a save's not on the line, you just don't feel pressed into action. Payoff pitch, swing, rips it down the first baseline. Well, what was funny is that we've seen Iglesias in the past not be a closer and do fine, but if it's just the point where if it's not a high leverage situation and it's a high leverage reliever, you run that risk of the guy just kind of going out there, and he's not like he's not trying, he's just not locked in for whatever reason. The payoff pitch, and it's not just him, it's all closers. The payoff pitch, inside, almost got him in the shirt, doesn't matter either way, that's ball 4. So Ozzie Albies will head on down to first and lead us off.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
First pitch on the way is right there. Sinker at the knees, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing, rips it on the ground. Ozzie was going on the play. A little small ball will get it done. It's going to be first and third and nobody out. You're noticing at home, if you're watching at the Braves cast, you saw Mauricio Dubon take a wide turn at first, but there was no one over there covering the bag. So he had that luxury.
Would you have any?
But of course.
Ball almost hit Ozzie Albies in the foot as he was running by. That would have been some bad luck. That would have happened to us in June. Honest engine. That would have happened to us in June. Thank you, Spaceman. So the infield is drawn in a little over halfway at the 0-1 pitch. Inside to Lane Thomas. Braves nothing. Marlins nothing. Bottom of 2. Runners on the corners and nobody out. The 1-1 to Thomas. Swing, check swing, fouls it over the second base dugout. We'll do it again. So just so I get this in, because of the hectic start to this, Mack is behind the plate and around the horn third to first. It's Sanoa, Lopez, Edwards, and Stowers. In the outfield for the Marlins, left to right, it's Hernandez, Marcy, and Conine. As far as the Braves batting order, we'll get to that here in 1 second. The 1-2. Swing, lifted, pop up, and that's going to be a can of corn. That's not going to get it done. F4 in the scorecard. Dubon was a little too far off the bag there, made it real close play. Edwards flips it to first, just gets back in time, 1 away. Drake led us off, followed by Acuna, who got on after being hit with the foul ball of his own doing. He got a single. Then it was Matt Olson, Michael Harris, and Ozzie. Doobie got the single to put runners on the corners, and Thomas just popped up. Riley's at the plate, and Sean Murphy is back. He's batting ninth. Righty-righty matchup. Runners on the corners. First pitch on the way. Swing, rip. Stay fair. Down the left field line. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows up and over the wall after the one-hopper. And your Atlanta
Braves.
Are
you traveling next week for work?
I am, but I'm going to be back on Friday, so.
And it's an RBI double for Riley, excuse me.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
So an RBI double, the ball hops over the wall, so Dubon had to stop at third. Sean Murphy, the batter. Righty-righty matchup, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Murphy, he's 1 for 14 on the year if you don't remember his stats. 14 at bats, and then he went to the IL. The 0-1. Swing, punches it foul. It's 0-2. Man, you'd love for him to at least get a fly ball here to score the runner. A base hit would be awesome. But you're just looking for the little things to get him some confidence and get Smurf going. When he gets hot, he gets red hot. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away. One-two count. Kicks and fires. Misses the spot and will do it again. A 2-2 count, 2 on at second and third. Braves got 1 across. The infield is in. Standing on deck, the top of the order, Drake Baldwin. Perez steps off the bump. And if you're wondering if they put Thomas and Murphy in because they have great numbers against Perez, Murphy is 1 for 1 lifetime, so not a big sample size at all. And Thomas is 1 for 6, so that's not the reason. I fully expected Yaz to get the start today, the 2-2. Swing, bangs it down third base dugout. Incoming. That'll wake you up. I believe it broke the bat as Murph goes and gets a new one. Must have splintered. He felt it crack, I guess. Man, that ball was. There were a couple of managers sitting at the top of the steps, and they about spit the bit there. I don't know who that is because they're all wearing hoodies and whatnot today, but hope he brought a different pair of pants. He might need them. The 2-2. Kicks and fires. Caught looking, strike 3. Unbelievable. Fastball, outer edge. I mean, I know he's just coming back. It's 100 miles an hour on the outer edge, but with 2 strikes, you've got to be playing defense on that plate. So it's all going to be up to Drake. The reason why you'll probably get traded one day, Mr. Murphy. Righty-lefty matchup. Drake Baldwin, the batter, first pitch. Misses outside. Called for a ball. It's 1-0. If Drake can keep the line moving, Acuna is standing on deck. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Swing and a miss. Down and in. It's 1-1. One run, 3 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, no hits, no errors for Miami. The 1-1 to Baldwin. Turns and kicks, swing, rips it up the middle. That ball's got eyes. It goes through the infield, and here they come around to score. Austin Riley sliding in feet first. He could have stood, and the Atlanta Braves have taken a 3-0 lead.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Drake is good. Roped it up the middle. They were playing him on a shift, and he pulled it to the right side of the bag, the second base bag, but in between the umpire who was standing in the way and the second baseman Edwards, who was trying to make his way over there, could not get there in time. That ball was scalded. Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter, first pitch upstairs, touches the top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for your Braves. Goose eggs across the board for the Marlins so far. Just getting started here in the second inning. 3-0, good guys. The 0-1. Turns and kicks, swing. Rattles that back foul. Just a touch behind that one. I mean, he was just a touch behind that one. He was about to send that over the right center field wall. .40 pitches, by the way, already for Perez. Remember, he's coming off major injury this year. They won't just burn his arm out, especially where they're at. The 0-2 outside wide, good take. That was a filthy sweeper that just missed the zone. In the old days before ABS, I guarantee you that gets called strike 3. Clint Vondrick is behind the plate. The 1-2. Way outside wide, backhanded snag by the backstop, Joe Mack. And it's a 2-2 count. Deuces wild. The 2-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Braves lead it 3-0. Huge hole on the right side as they hold Drake Baldwin off. He shoots it that way. They flip over there real quick. Baldwin does the smart thing of a guy who's not likely to steal. He just basically sets himself out far enough away from the bag to where all he has to do is fall down and push, and he's safe. The 2-2. Inside, almost gets him. And we know the history of Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Miami Marlins. They hit him. We end up with some bad blood here in this series. It's been a while. It's been a few years since we've had that kind of stuff with the Marlins, but it continues to happen with Acuna. So a full count now, which means Drake will be on the move. Brings it. Swing and a miss. 99 upstairs, strike 3. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 3 on the board. We'll be back.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly.
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya? Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then.
And then.
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man. You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants. Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza. A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
First pitch to Jacob Marcy. As we start the top of the third, missed for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks outside wide. 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it in there for a strike, 2-1. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. Jacob Marcy. 2-1 pitch, swing, bangs it down the first base line. Plenty foul. Past the dugout, 2-2. Elder, he's starting the third inning. He's at 20 pitches, so he's really doing well on that front. We can keep that pitch count down. We might see him go quite a ways in this game. The 2-2. Down and in, ball 3-2. We do not get a day off until next Thursday. We only get 2 more days off in total this entire month. The payoff is inside. Misses ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So 1 on and nobody out. Of course, the big thing with Bryce Elder all this year, and pretty much his career, but all this year, has been when teams get to him, it's usually the home run ball. He usually keeps the traffic to a minimum, but if he's not hitting his spots and he lays in some cement mixers, first pitch upstairs, four-seamer for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Kicks and fires down below the knees. 1-0. Standing on deck is Sanoa, the number 9 hitter. Edwards in the hole. The 0-1 pitch swing. Slow roller on the ground. Backhanded over to Ozzie. Ozzie shovels it. A low shovel. Good. Great grab by Dubon, if we're being honest. That could have been a disaster. 4-6 on the putout, 1 away. That ball is going to take that long, and you've got a guy hustling down the line. Honest engine. Ozzie would have been a smarter move up 3-0 to take the runner over to first. The way he delivered that ball, Dubon, trying to get out of the way, almost missed the bag entirely. He clipped it just before the runner hit second. Javier Sanoa takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. 265 on the year, 4 home runs. The 1-0 pitch swing. Roasted towards center, but you talk about an atom ball for a center fielder. Harris barely had to move a step. 2 down. Hard hit ball, but right into the teeth of the defense. Yeah. Honestly, Nick, I would prefer the decision be don't do it, man. Just flip it to first. The worst thing you could do for Bryce Elder is to just, put extra runners on and extend the inning. First pitch is a slider. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, chopper, over to Ozzie. Ozzie's got it, and he'll take the easy way this time, 4-3 on the putout. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Atlanta. We'll be back in a flash.
Guys, is your wife one of them women that can take a simple text and make you an evil person out of it? She texted me today, and she was like, hey, for our birthday week this summer, I rented a cabin up in the mountains. And I read that, and I was like, oh, that's awful sweet, her. I was busy, I was working, I just texted her back, and I said, okay, sounds good. Well, as soon as I stuck my phone down in my pants pocket, bing, it hit again. I look at it and it says they got a pavilion up there. They play music out on Saturday night. We might want to go to that. So I just text back, okay, sounds good. Pow, stick that phone back in the pocket. As soon as it hits the bottom of my pocket, bing, get it out and I look at it and it says you don't have to dress up. We can dress up if you want to. I'm going to leave that up to you. What do you think? Whatever you want to do, babe, be just fine with me. Sounds good. Bam, put my phone back in my pocket. About a minute goes by. It goes off. I get it out, look at it, and it says, well, if you don't want to go, you just tell me and I'll cancel it.
The winning run of Ozzie Albies. He got a pretty good jump. Flew under the tag in Atlanta. A single could win this game. Austin Riley stands at the plate. Here's the swung on, and it is roped down the line. It's going to rattle around, and oh, baby boy, here comes Ozzie Albies. He's going to score. The Braves walk it off in fine fashion. Oh, my word, the first pitch, and it is absolutely scooping it down the line.
That's so interesting that it would come out 90 feet. That somebody sat down, Mr. Cartwright or whoever, and said, hey, it ought to be 90 feet. It just sounded like a logical number. The fact of the matter is, in retrospect, if it were 88 feet, the game would be very different. Think of the plays at first base. Think of the double plays that wouldn't be completed. If it were 94 feet, we'd be throwing people out all over the place. Batting averages would drop remarkably.
Welcome back. Matt Olson coming to the plate. First pitch on the way. Top shelf just misses for a strike. It's 1-0. I think they're showing Tyler Mahle in the dugout, or Molly inside for a ball. 2-0. I'd always heard Mahle the whole time he was in Cincinnati, but now that he's been out in San Fran, a couple other stops, they're now saying he pronounces it Molly, so fair enough. The 2-0. Swing, rattles it back, 98-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1. So Tyler Mahle, and it looks like, they haven't announced it, but it looks like he would probably get the start on Saturday against Garrett Cole. The 2-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. Sweeper, 2-2. Olsen would love to have that one back. That was right in his wheelhouse. I think it just threw him off because of the change of speed. 2-2 count. Olsen comes set. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down. One up, one down, and Michael Harris II, the batter. Infield back into the right. First pitch on the way. Swing. Golfs it deep down the left field line, but fouling out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Infield back into the right. Outfield deep and straight away. The 0-1 pitch. Swing. Lifted. Out to left center field, going back, making the running attempt. It's going to bounce over the wall, and another grounds rule double. Money Mike coming through a 1-out double for your Atlanta Braves.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Ozzie Albies, your batter. Open stance from the left side, and the first pitch is high and out of the zone. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1 count. Ozzie walked his first time up, batting .263 on the year, 19 homers. We'll take a base hit right here. That would give us a 4-run lead. The 1-1 pitch, swing, punches it over the dugout, and it's 1-2. He's gone sinker, slider, sinker. When I say a slider, the man still throws a 90-mile-an-hour slider most of the time. He does have one that he takes a little bit off of, but you're talking about it's still a 10-mile-an-hour difference between that and his heater. The pitch on the way in the dirt, 1-2. That one came in at 87, so you see what I'm talking about. He's got one that he take a little bit off of, but anywhere between 10 to 13 miles an hour off of his fastest stuff. The 2-2. Swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. Harris is standing on second, waiting for someone to bring him home. 1 out double. Second grounds rule double over the wall. Saw a big debate one time, and they're both accepted, so it's really not a big deal one way or the other, but they were trying to correct someone. And the 2-2, swing, lifted, high into left center field, coming in, making the dive. Did he hold on to that? What a catch! What a catch by Hernandez. He gets a round of applause from his infield mates. 2 down. He had to lay out, backhanded grab, and avoid Lopez, who was chasing after the ball as well. I didn't think he was going to get to it. That was a heck of a play. Dubon, the batter. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The term ground rules, or is it grounds rule double? Well, technically, grounds rule is the correct term, but they're both accepted. Because it's the rule of the grounds that you're playing on, the baseball grounds. The 0-1 pitch, they throw it out to, what the heck did that ball go to? A wild throw, and Muddy Mike's going to walk home on a stolen base. Or is he? Well, what in the heck's going on here? He took off. Weiss is going to go out here and argue. I think the umpire is going to say that he called time. Or did... Oh, I see what they're saying now. The throw... That's a bad call. They're saying that because the throw hit Dubon in the head, Dubon did not lead into that. So the ball bounced off of Dubon's helmet. The ball did not... So basically, it's a dead ball. But Dubon did not lead into that. He was standing where he was at the batting stance. It's up to the catcher to go around him. The 0-1 count, down and away. 1-1. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. He didn't back into it. He was stopped. What he was doing is giving him a lane, and he threw right into the lane of Dubon. It's a judgment call. You can't challenge it, but it's just a bad call by home plate umpire Clint Vondrick, and we've seen a ton of his over the years. The 2-1 right there at the knees to him, too. If the baseball gods are paying attention, Dubon will get us a base rip here, and it won't matter. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. When it first launched off his helmet, I thought it was just a wild throw. I couldn't believe it because it went flying over the dugout. The 2-2. Swing, punches it to the right side, and the baseball gods are paying attention, baby. 1 run will score. It's 4-0. Good, guys. Good piece of hitting by Mauricio Dubon.
Pardon me, would you have any...
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
That ball was smoked through the hole of the right side. Against the shift, they were playing Dubon to pull, and he punched it to the right side. It is really nice to see a guy that tries to. He doesn't always succeed, but he normally, when a runner's in scoring position, he tries to hit the hole. Lane Thomas, the batter, first pitch, sweeper at the knees. Good pitch. That was filthy. It's 0-1. Thomas, 0 for 1 on the day, a pop-up, his first time up. Getting his first start in a Braves uniform. Batting 7th in the order, Riley is behind him on deck. The 0-1 pitch. Outside wide, 1-1. Tell you what, that sweeper that's missing off the edge, it is barely missing. And I don't know if we're purposely taking it, if we're seeing it, or if it's just shocking us and we're getting lucky that it's not hitting the zone. That thing is just whipping out there. It's like a wiffle ball. The 1-1, inside, high and inside. Ball 2-2-1. Remember, Lane Thomas played for the Washington Nationals, so he's not new to Marlins pitching. And they had a little bit of a, no one pays attention, but they had a little bit of a heated rivalry a few years back when Thomas played for him. Dubon took off like a bat out of hell, and he's going to be easily safe down to second base. Man, did he get a huge jump. When he started, I was thinking to myself, just go. You're going to challenge that call and get it correct. So you get a stolen base. The pitch was called a ball, would have been 3-1, but instead it's 2-2. 75% of that ball was in the zone. The 2-2, outside wide, ball 3-2. Standing on deck once again is Riley. Sean Murphy is in the hole. Murphy's first appearance since the first. Well, he's only had 14 at bats. Remember, he was late getting there. The 3-2, down and away, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. And life in the fast lane. Lane Thomas heads down to first and second, 2 outs. Austin Riley coming to the plate. Hopefully our North Carolina and NASCAR friends will appreciate that clip. I've been waiting for somebody to join the Braves that would fit that soundbite. I've had that soundbite. Well, I haven't put it together, but I had bits of it for a while. Ever since the Braves played in Bristol, and then of course it got rained out. Righty-righty matchup. Austin Riley, the batter, first pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Riley, an RBI double his first time up. Now batting .222 on the year. Didn't take him long to get his. He get a couple of hits when you've been hitting that bad as the 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. You've been hitting that poorly. No idea what that is in the background. If y'all can hear my dog going bananas. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, strike 3. So that'll end the inning. Braves lead at 4-0, adding one more run on the board. We'll be back in a flash here in Braves country. On this date, 1901, in the second inning of the nightcap against the Americans in Baltimore, Jimmy Hart punches umpire John Haskell in the face. The Orioles rookie first baseman, who hits .311, playing in only 58 games in his major league career, serves a 10-day suspension, but quits after going 4 for 4 upon his return because the team refused to pay his $25 fine. On this date, 1921, baseball is born on the radio. Pittsburgh's radio station KDKA provides listeners with the first ever broadcast of a major league game. Staff announcer Harold Arlen detailing the action of the Pirates' 8-5 victory over the Phillies from a seat on the ground level at Forbes Field becomes baseball's first play-by-play announcer. And on this date in 1979, Don Sutton passes Don Drysdale on the Dodgers' all-time strikeout list, recording his 2,487th strikeout when he fans Greg Johnson swinging in the team's 8-5 victory over the San Francisco Giants. The right-hander total of 26.96 in Dodger blue will remain the franchise record for over 42 years, easily surpassing Dazzy Vance's tenure on top, which lasted a little more than 37 years until Sandy Koufax moved ahead of him in 1965. See everybody in the chat. I only get about so I've got it expanded where I can see it better, but because of that, during these games, I see about 2 or 3 messages and then it keeps rolling by me. Typically, I've got it off to the side. It's set up perfectly, but we'll deal with it tonight and tomorrow night when we get out of Florida baseball. We'll be back to normal. Bryce Elder goes back to work. Just 20. They put up a comparison in the first 3 innings. Elder, 29 pitches. Yuri Perez has thrown 70. First pitch on the way. Start the inning. Way outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing. Punches it away. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Lifted. Down the left field line. Giving chase. Lane Thomas making the running catch. Life in the fast lane. F7 in your scorecard. 1 away. Long run on that one. You're wondering, he is a free agent at the end of the year. So we'll be back to the drawing board, assuming they don't sign an extension with him. And he's really not the type of player you're going to do that with, but just wanted to put it out there. First pitch upstairs, top corner for a strike, it's 0-1. You've got Yaz coming back. If he fits in well, I don't have a problem with him giving him a year extension, and then you revisit left field down the road. Pitch on the way is swung on. It's a pop-up high in the sky, high enough to draw rain. F6 in your scorecard. And there's quickly 2 down. And the reason why I'm laughing is you look at the pitch count. If he can get a pretty quick at bat here, he'd be averaging under 10 pitches an inning. He's at 34 right now. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires, changeup, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Swing, pop up. Let's stay in play. Sean Murphy giving chase. And just going to run out of room. It bounces into the second row, just past the screen. Years ago, it was close enough years ago. Murphy might have been trying to bend over to catch it. It was that close. That went by the way of essentially the cell phone. A couple people got smoked in the face by foul balls, and they put screens up everywhere. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, pop up. Over in foul territory, and making the grab is Austin Riley, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Bryce Elder, you talk about economical. 38 pitches, 4 innings. We'll be back in a flash.
House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. Mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness at night.
Are you pro or con against the bat flip? Just the overall celebration?
I'm right there in the middle. I'm not going to take either side. I'm more against it, I guess, but if a pitcher's is going to be out there dancing and running his mouth, and you get a home run off him, I'm completely okay with a bat flip. Screw you, buddy.
Well, I, for one, want to get a Papelbon jersey, because anyone that chokes out Bryce Harper, man, I am Team Papelbon.
Armchair.
I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. We need police reform and prison reform and things like that. So that notion they keep saying that, I'm like, wait a minute, we just gonna leave, who are people supposed to call? Ghostbusters when we have crime in our neighborhoods?
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
The local paper did a 50-year anniversary thing, and there was a reprint of a game that he had played in 1892, and it said Watts. His name was Fred Watts, shortstop, and he had 2 hits. And I thought, my grandfather played baseball in 1892. So it's part of your existence. It's part of our heritage.
Welcome back, Sean Murphy. 0 for 1 on the night. Knocks the first pitch down the third base line. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. 0-2. Braves 4, Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 4th. The 0-2 count, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the sweeper off the plate. 1 away. So when there's a lefty on the mound, if they had the same personnel, I would prefer that Sean Murphy bat 8th and Riley bat 9th, because Acuna's going to be leading off against the left-hander. Drake's going to be batting 2nd. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Weiss has already said that's how he's going to do it. When there's a righty on the mound, he's going to have Drake batting leadoff, and all they're going to do is flip-flop, right? Pitch off the plate wide, 1-1. I don't have an issue with that. But like a night like tonight, it's not as big a deal if Murphy is standing in front of Drake. Is the 1-1 pitch, swing, belted down the line, foul. 1-2. Because he's not going to clog up the base paths for Drake Baldwin. They're both slow. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. But if Acuna gets on and Drake coming to the plate, you'd rather have Riley standing at second and Acuna at first. So if the Drake gets into the gap, they both score. If you have Sean Murphy, it could be a little bit of a traffic spill. Ronald Acuna Jr. comes to the plate, 2 down, bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, chase that sweeper once again, it's 0-2. He's gotten everything under control here. Perez could get a pretty quick inning. The 0-2 pitch, caught looking strike there. Acuna's going to challenge this. I don't think he's going to win it. And they've got to stop him from challenging because he has been horrific with the challenges. And he loses another one. I'm starting to, I can't remember if he's won one. We'll be back in a flash.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, object anyway!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
Go get all sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga, 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 toga.
Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Welcome back. Goose eggs for Miami so far. They have gotten a walk. Is the first pitch on the way. Cutter bang back foul. Out of play, it's 0-1. Not only has he kept everyone off base except for the walk, Bryce Elder, but he's at a low pitch count. He's sitting at 39 pitches. The 0-1 pitch right there, bottom of the zone. He's got that changeup working. That thing is snapping. It's 0-2. You're out there scoreboard watching the next 2 months. Not only you're paying attention to the Phillies, who lead the Washington Nationals 2-1 right now, is the 0-2. Outside wide 1-2. Philadelphia leads Washington 2-1 there in the bottom of the 5th. Jake Irvin on the mound for Washington. The 1-2 pitch, swing, hit a hard on the ground, over to short. Right at Dubon, he flips it to first, and there's one away. But you're also pulling against the Dodgers and the Brewers as you're trying to catch them to make sure you can get one of the buys in the National League. It would really help this year because of the shorter rotation that we're going to have going to the postseason. If you can eliminate a round, that's enormous. Pitch outside wide for a ball, it's 1-0. And I think this team's made of a little different oomph than what a couple of the other teams did that spit the bit after getting the bye. I'm not worried about that. The 1-0 outside wide, 2-0. Different leadership and just different guys in the locker room. And I just think it won't be I think it's going to be more. Remember, there was the big debate, the 2-0 pitch right there at the knees, 2-1. 2022 on what you do during the bye, because it was new. After coming off the World Series win, 2-1 inside, 3-1. And the Braves offense didn't show up, and they got knocked out by the Phillies, and the same thing happened in 2023. 3-1 count, swing, slaps it back foul. It's a full count. Notice this with Elder, his last few starts, he's just been working faster. And I'm sure it's by design, and I would love to hear why he does it. But it's got to be something to do with mechanics and just keeping everything tight. But back to what I was talking about, when we get to the postseason, assuming we're in there, the payoff pitch, swing, chops it down the line, foul. If you can eliminate that first round, you can set up your roster for a 5-game series where you have, obviously, Sale as a starter, and maybe you have Schwellenbach, but regardless, he's not expected to go long. Payoff pitch, down the line. And we'll do it again. He's making him work on this one, in case he is. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. 50th pitch of the evening. 1 down, top of the 5th. The payoff pitch, just below the knees. Ball 4. So he'll head to first. Second walk of the day for Bryce Elder. Second base runner of the day for Bryce Elder. That'll bring Jacob Marcy to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch upstairs. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Marcy walked his first time up. But if you set that up, so let's say you're talking about a 5-game series where you're going to need at the most 4 starters. 1-0 pitch. Down and in. 2-0. If you eliminate Schwellenbach, let's say you're just not going to bank on him, though it does seem like he may be back. Then you're talking about Sale going deep in game 1, and then after that, it's going to be a mix of like an Elder and Raylo, and then see where you're at in game 4. 2-0, right there on the outer edge, 2-1. And if you get to game 5 in the LDS, Sale would be back in play. And that's how you would essentially try to. And so with that, you're talking about having a bullpen that's not all one. It's not all one inning guys. It's going to be built on guys like Diddy, who can go multiple innings from time to time. The 2-1 pitch, swing, drops it down the line, foul, 2-2. Dylan Dodd's another good case. But then you wonder if they pitch well down the stretch, will you get some version of a piggyback situation with Grant Holmes and Martin Perez, but could a Tyler Mahle, could he spell a couple of innings in the middle of a game? We're not talking about high-end relievers. Time is called by Sean Murphy, and that's going to be the dance that they're going to be doing all October as long as we're in it. Because there's no hoping that we're going to get this guy, that guy, this guy, unless you pick up on waivers, and you're not going to pick up an elite starting pitcher on waivers. You are where you are. And then, of course, you still got A.J. Smith-Shawver. You could see a J.R. Ritchie being in the mix. The 2-2, high and out of the zone, full count. This inning's been a little rough, second time through the order, and high pitch count in this inning, though his overall pitch count is still low. 55 pitches. This is pitch 18 of the 5th with 1 out. We could use a double play in the biggest way right now. Runner on first. The payoff pitch. 4-0 Atlanta. Swing, fouls it away. But you can bet your bottom dollar, as long as they continue to have a pretty good lead in the division, Chris Sale is going to get about a week off in between starts. Because, I mean, that's the best way they can bubble wrap that guy. And Schwellenbach, if everything goes well, we should hear something in the near future of the payoff pitch. He started to throw last week, but they have not announced any kind of a rehab assignment. And once he gets the rehab assignment, you're expecting about 3 weeks after that. My guess is, and has been the whole year, since we got that latest news back in May, is that we're talking about September, middle of September at this point. The payoff pitch, swing, laces it out to left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So the no-hitter is broken up. They're going to throw down to second base, and a stand-up double. It's kind of a soft hit out there, and I don't have to see the replay on this. Marcy can fly. He's a center fielder. But I was a little surprised. Thomas was hustling. I think he kind of fell asleep at the wheel looking in over to third base. By the time he threw it to second, the ball's a little off the mark. If it's on the mark, Ozzy's going to get him. Nonetheless, 4-0 your score. The pitch on the way, swung on, chopped over to Ozzy, backhands it, fires it to first, and there's 2 down. A run does score, 4-1 your score. Marlins are on the board. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging. That ball is belted. High and deep. Going back on the track and making the catch is life in the fast lane Thomas. Woo! Let's get out of this inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Up 4-1. Good guys. Up by 3.
I gained and lost 60 pounds in 3 months.
Wow, that's almost impossible.
Well, first of all, through God, all things are possible, so jot that down.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I know I'm going to get some hate for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Why aren't modern day mothers mothering like the mothers back in the day? Let's take Grandma's purse, for example. Grandma's purse was like a Swiss Army knife. It had all of your wants, needs, and desires for travel. Grandma had actual peppermints. She had Halls in her purse. She had water in her purse. She even had snacks in her bag. She also had her pop stick for when y'all acting up during service. Yeah, Grandma's purse was a place of refuge. Nowadays, y'all spend $10,000 on the purse and can't even fit a pack of gum in it.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of holding your dad's hand, walking through that dark tunnel, and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Matt Olson's going to lead us off here. First pitch on the way, outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, Perez. 82 pitches. If we can make him work, this will be his last inning. The 1-0 pitch, swing, cranked. High into right field, but it's got a lot of top spin on it. It'll die into the glove of Conine. 1 away. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Atlanta Braves. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors for the Miami Marlins.
That's all. We got 1 damn hit.
Curveball high and outside wide.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Money Mike, 1 for 2 with a double in the third and a run scored. 1-0. Kicks and brings it. Swing, pops it back foul. And 1. One run's been released, Iron Lung. 1-1 down and in. 2-1. 2-1 count. Good to see Red Riot, Nickel the Pickle, Uncle Charlie. James Ray the Jinx. 2-1. Fouls it back. Jinxie James. 3-1 count. Wind Chicken. Brings it. Swing, slaps it into left field. That's down for a base hit. And it's the second hit of the ball game for Money Mike. 97 miles an hour off the bat. A hard hit ball. Michael Harris is standing at first.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Ozzy Albies coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Infield back into the right. Quick flip over to first. Harris back in time. Sometimes Michael just makes me laugh, some of his expressions on his face. I can't even do it just, but the thing that he does when we went out in the outfield, I'm sure he's doing it from a movie or something, but he does this whole bit as the pitch swung on is lifted out to center field, running in, making the catch is Marcy for out number 2. Hit that ball right on the screws, but right at the center fielder. He just makes me laugh. Whatever that is, if anybody knows what it is, I'd love to know one day. But when he kind of turns his hat sideways and looks kind of goofy, and you can tell he's saying something to the other outfielders out there. Every time I see that, it makes me laugh. 1 on, 2 out, 90 pitches for Yuri Perez. 4-1 your score. Dubon your batter. First pitch, swing, and lifts that one into right field. That should die in the glove of the right fielder, Conine, and it does. Braves 4, Marlins 1. We'll be back in a flash here on the Braves Country Radio Network.
Everybody's attention for 1 minute. Here's something I need to say to everybody. I like fat women, and they like me. Anybody got a problem with that? Anybody? Big girls need love too, baby.
Hey there, pal. First draft?
How can you tell?
Look, there's a few things you're going to want to know. Kickers go fast. You're going to take one early. And don't worry about running backs. You can always trade for one later.
Cool, thanks.
And one more thing. It's good to have you here. You're my friend.
Armchair.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Almost Good Beer. Remember, Ed's Almost Good Beer was brewed in God's country when God wasn't looking.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic hall of Braves Country Baseball.
Everybody had a team. At Orting, Washington, the Fats took on the Leans. In Kansas, crowds watched the Mother Hubbards, men playing in women's clothing. Under guard at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Geronimo's Chiricahua Apaches played ball against the U.S. Army and won. At some games, a keg of beer stood just to the side of third base for encouragement. Any man who made it to third was entitled to a dipper full.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to start off the inning from Bryce Elder. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch scalded on the ground. Grabbed by Ozzie Albies. That pitch about lit him up. 1-1. Or it's 1 down, excuse me. Four-seam fastball. Right up top for a strike to Kyle Stowers. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. 0-2. Fouls it back. So an 0-2 count. 4-1 your score. Top of the sixth. Bryce Elder has allowed 1 hit, 1 run. And he's at 64 pitches. And he could get us through the 7th if everything goes smoothly, maybe even into the 8th. That might be a little bit too much to ask. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that changeup. 2 down. Filthy. That was disgusting. Holy cow. Pitch 67 of the night is a changeup in the dirt. Might have been the sinker. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Otto Lopez, the batter. Number 3 man in the order. Conine on deck if anybody gets on. 1-0. Swing. Lifts it. Deep down the right field line, giving chances to Acuna and up against the screen. Smacks it foul. 1-1. If you're curious about Austin Riley, he has picked up a tick. I just refuse to believe in it until it goes for an extended period of time. But all in all, Austin Riley's hitting .297 with an .895 OPS since the All-Star break. Now, with that said, it's been a couple of really big games and then some big valleys as well. Swing and a miss at the sinker, 1-2. But in a vacuum, since the All-Star break, he's hit pretty well. I'm not ready to bring him up higher in the order, but it's a positive sign. If he can keep it up, 1-2 pitch, swing, lifted out to center field, going back towards warning track, drifting over, making the easy catch for out number 3 is Michael Harris. 75% of this great world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We'll be back in a flash.
You praying? I'm asking the Lord to watch over my little girl.
Well, while you're at it, ask him for a win. I got money on this.
You bet on a kid's baseball game?
I got 3-1 odds.
I was in the pool! I was in the pool!
quite a few people here whose lives have somewhat changed overnight. They have blown up. They've got brand deals and money just being thrown at them left and right. And with that success, oftentimes they are accused of changing and selling out. And I want to be very clear about the type of person I am and will always be, because if and when that day comes, I want people to know that it has always been my goal to sell out, and you won't be able to talk to me, peasant. Anyway, still don't have a job. Armchair.
That is a Dave & Buster's Power Card. Yes. Now, does your Dave & Buster's card work at any other similar establishments, like, say, TGI Fridays? Mine does not. No, it doesn't. Believe me, I've tried it. Several locations. Okay, well, yeah, because if you recall, I've actually been with you on many of those occasions where you've tried. Right.
By the spring of 1861, there were 62 member clubs in the National Association of Baseball Players. Free blacks in northern cities had established their own teams. And Henry Chadwick was trying to start a baseball club in Richmond, Virginia, when the new season was suddenly interrupted.
Welcome back. Lane Thomas leads us off. The first pitch on the way from Foucher, who's in for Yuri Perez, is fouled away. It's 0-1. Lane Thomas. Righty-righty matchup up and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves lead at 4-1. Pitch on the way, swing, fouls back, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Sweeper. We'll do it again. Infield. Playing back into the left. The 1-2 pitch. Outside wide, 2-2. So sitting on the bench for the Braves today, they'll have, for pinch hitters if needed, Jarvis, Kim, Dominic Smith, and Yaz. The 2-2 pitch, check swing. He looks like he went around. He did strike three. Tried to hold back that swing. You know what's funny? If you see Lane Thomas, if you're watching at home and following us, his profile, when he turns to the side, tell me that kid doesn't look like Adam Duvall. Smaller version, but he hit in the face when he has a cap on. He looks like Adam Duvall. First pitch on the way, swung on and foul back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. One count. Brings it out the way, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, four-seamer at the knees, 2-2. Austin Riley is 1 for 2 on the day with a couple of ribbies. One ribby, and a run scored. Drake Baldwin with 2 RBIs. Dubon with an RBI. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, man, swing and a miss, strike 3. They're going to say that hit. Oh, that's the worst of both worlds. So he struck out as the ball hit him in the arm, which means it's a dead ball, and it's a strikeout. The ball ricocheted off. Let's see, where did it get him? Hit him right in the side of the arm and then bounced off the catcher and rolled away. Riley was heading down to first. Yeah, got him right in the arm. Sean Murphy, the batter, first pitch swinging, and he gets a base hit. And this is only the second time we've been able to play this all year long.
Smurf is me. I must call an emergency meeting.
Hard hit ball through the hole.
Don't try to fool me.
It's off the end of the bat, but they were playing Murphy to pull. So 1 on and 2 out, and back to the top of the order. Drake Baldwin, the batter. First pitch on the way, swing, slices that to left field. That is down for a base hit.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good. Thank you for the update. Who is that, Randy? 3-2 Washington over Philly. Appreciate that. Normally I can see all this and keep all updated, but I've had to stare at this one screen in the corner. And though that game's playing in the background, it's far to my left. So first and second, 2 out, speed all over the base paths with Sean Murphy and Drake Baldwin. And Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. First pitch, high and outside, taking for a ball. It's one. I think if that ball didn't hit Riley on the swing through as the ball ricocheted off, we'd have the bases loaded right now with 1 out. That was just the worst of both worlds. Not only did you strike out, but you got hit by the pitch, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, blows it right by him, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-1. If we get one down in the gap, we might score 1 with these 2 guys on the base. The 1-1 count. Swing. Bangs it back foul. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, slices that into the crowd. And we'll do it again. Braves 4, Marlins 1 if you're just joining us. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors for the Marlins. Riley hit a grounds rule double that scored Ozzie in the second. Baldwin singled home Riley in that inning as well as the 1-2. Whips it foul, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, touch behind it. Into the stands, we'll do it again. Dubon singled Harris home in the third, making it 4-0. And then Joe Mack grounded his second, scoring Owen Casey, make it 4-1 in the fifth. The 1-2 pitch, down and away, 2-2. And with that, Bryce Elder has thrown 6 innings with 1 run ball, 1 hit allowed. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he is only at 70 pitches, and he looks like he's going back in. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase a sweeper in the dirt, and that'll end the inning. Braves lead it by 3. We go to the top of the 7th here in Braves country.
What do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas?
Chicken nuggets.
No, toys. What kind of toys?
I don't want a toy.
What? You just want chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Hey, does Tay Diggs follow you on Twitter?
No, but Kraft Singles does.
Tim Tebow. He circumcises kids in Vietnam or something.
Philippines, I believe.
Thank you. Sorry.
That seems like a hobby.
It feels like it should be illegal.
You're making this
I'm
up.
not making this up.
Dead ass, dude.
And they said he also assisted in a few dental operations over there. So, I mean, it's just the Wild West.
But it's like, out of all the things they need, they're like, Tim, should you give them money? He's like, no. What else? What about, like, food? He's like, keep going. I can't, they'll get that. Oh, these kids are on the circumcision. What did you say?
Poor Tebow.
Poor Filipino
here?
Hey, can I tell you one thing? That's 3 holding penalties on one football team in a quarter and a half. That ain't funny.
I was today years old when I found out people don't like gingers. Are you?
Oh, well, hold on now, sister. That was a hard R. That R was pretty hard on that. We usually say it with an A, and usually only my fellow Red can say it. So, a little suspect if you ask me.
Virginia, April 3rd, 1862. It is astonishing how indifferent a person can become to danger. The report of musketry is heard but a very little distance from us. Yet over there on the other side of the road is most of our company playing bat ball. And perhaps in less than half an hour, they may be called to play a ball game of a more serious nature. Frederick Fairfax, 5th Ohio Infantry.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@BravesCountry. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Elder back out there to start the 7th inning. Not a ton of strikeouts, but not really the point, is it? He's got a 1-run game going into the top of the 7th, Timeout is called. Some kind of something in the outfield. It was an extra ball that somehow the fans, probably the one that Harris threw into the stands and the kid couldn't catch it. The reason why you're in the stands and not out there on the field. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Bryce Elder. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing lifted. F8 in your scorecard, 1 down. Somehow the Braves vision fell behind once again, but we'll get it caught up. Hasn't done it for about 5 innings. Got spoiled. For some reason, like all the out-of-towns, they're all fine. Even on this haywire contraption I got going tonight. First pitch on the way. Down and away, it's 1-0. 1-0. Check swing foul back behind. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Infield back on the left. Outfield deep and straight away. Pitches. Kicks it down the third baseline. Foul. Roasting it past the dugout. Down near the tarps. That was pitch 75 for Bryce Elder. With 1 down here in the inning. The 1-2. Swing. Chops it down the line. Foul. We'll do it again. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. Got a single game action for you tomorrow, 7:15. First pitch, 7 o'clock will come on the air as the changeup in the dirt. 2-2. Then Friday night, once again, we got a doubleheader, and we're going to go straight into it. It's Braves-Yankees. The 2-2 pitch swing, chops it foul. 6:45, we come on the air for that one, and then when that game ends, we're going to catch the Tampa Bay-Seattle game in progress. It's the Apple Cast, and we're going to cover it for y'all. Anyone that want to catch an Apple game that's it's an American League playoff race game, the 2-2. Inside. Full count. And we never get a chance to do the Rays because of this blackout stuff that goes on. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it down the line. grabbed over by Riley, fires it first, and it's a wild throw. E5, that ball gets away. And I mean, that ball gets away. Olsen has to run it down. What is Acuna doing? Just Cadillacing down there. Olsen runs it down to keep the runner at second. So the error is on Riley. It's a bad throw. You would have thought that Acuna would have made it to the ball. As the ball got away. They're not going to show the replay on. Yeah, they're showing it on the Miami cast. They didn't show it on the Braves cast, obviously. First pitch swinging. Slider bangs it high into foul territory. Riley would make that catch, and there's 2 down. Anyways, Acuna was making it to the ball, but he was just kind of Cadillacing, kind of the soft jog. And I mean, Olsen had a lot further, not to mention, Olsen is slow. He is so slow. You just wonder, should Acuna be out there playing right field? Is that injury? We know he doesn't hustle on everything, but he doesn't normally do that. First pitch upstairs, 4-seam fastball to Jacob Marcy, runner at second, 2 down. There is action in the bullpen. Not that any of this has been Elder's fault. He's been pitching well. But you understand why they don't want this game to get away from him. The 1-0 pitch upstairs. This is the 3rd time through the order. Marcy has walked. He's 1 for 1. But I would think if it was a limping issue, that he just wouldn't be out there. The 2-0 pitch swing. Smacked on the ground over to second, 4-3 to put out, and we come out of it unscathed. But you know one thing, you won't hear any about it in the Braves media. They won't even dare to ask that question. We'll be back in a flash. Time to get up and stretch, Braves country. 7th inning stretch. 4-1 your score. Welcome back. First pitch from Gibson as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Braves lead at 4-1. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Matt Olson, the batter. Changeup misses down and away. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. 4-1 your score. The pitch. Slider misses. 2-1. I believe Philadelphia's tied it up. I think I saw 3-3. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and slow roller up the middle, but Olsen, who's busted it down the line, but the man just doesn't have speed. He was trying, man. He was trucking it. 4-3 in your scorecard. One away. I believe it is 3-3 in the bottom of the 7th, and the Phillies are threatening. What I'm showing on my live scoreboard is in the background. Michael Harris II, the batter. Lefty, first pitch swinging, golfs it into left field, and that's going to be an easy fly ball out. 1 pitch, 2 away. Two down. Ozzie Albies your batter from the right side. Open stance from the right side, where he normally has it a little more pop in the first pitch, four-seamer. Inside does some back. It's 1-0. Dylan Dodd looks to be ready in the bullpen for the 8th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. You got to figure that was a long inning yesterday for Iglesias. That's why we didn't put. I think if we've got the lead and it's a closable game, it may be Diddy for the close or Dylan Lee, depending on where you are in the order. Need a righty or lefty. 1-1. Upstairs. Curveball 1-2. Infield playing back into the left, the outfield deep and straight away. Nobody on, 2 out. The 1-2. Gibson, the southpaw, winds up and brings it. Swing back up the middle off his glove, but a great grab. Xavier Edwards, slow hopper, and Ozzie Albies is out by about a quarter step. He didn't have a lot of mustard on that hot dog, but he got just enough. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 8th inning in a 3-run ball game, 4-1. Good guys.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're
probably seen a couple.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Dylan Dodd goes back to work. Augustin Ramirez comes to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Inside. Cutter misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Ramirez, who got called up from Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp yesterday. Batting .220 on the year, 2 home runs. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. He is actually a pretty good batter. He had some struggles and they set him down because he kind of had an overflow. They traded one of their catchers at the deadline, so that's how he came back up. But he's a good batter. They've just been trying to develop him as an actual catcher. The 1-1 swing and a miss. 1-2. He had a really good offensive year last year. So Dodd can't just throw him over there. He's got to be careful. Infield is back into the left. Outfield fairly deep and straight away. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Looks like he did. He did. Strike 3. Set him down, Joe. My fingers are so. 1 away. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch off the edge. Cutter. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Sinker misses outside wide. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Braves lead it 4-1. Sanoa. And then back to the top of the order. Edwards on deck. The 2-0. Sinker, top shelf. 2-1. Swing, pops it up. Sinker, high in the sky. Back behind the plate. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swing, punches it back foul. Time is called as he steps out of the box. The 2-2 pitch, swing. That ball's lifted to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Acuna cuts it off before it gets to the gap, and it's a long single for the Miami Marlins. He was hustling out there. He still doesn't look like he's running right. And I might just be overjudging it, but he doesn't have the normal running flow that you normally see with Acuna. One on, one out. First pitch is up the middle, and man, oh man alive. It's going to be an infield single, seeing eye singles. The ball bounced past Dylan Dodd's glove. He went to grab it and pulled it back. I think he thought it was going to be a double play. The ball came right back to him, and he thought about reaching his glove up to grab it, and I think he thought, I mean, that's just a mental error there by Dylan Dodd. The ball did come by pretty quickly, but he's got to know that with the right-hander at the plate, the Braves are always going to play the pull. They've been doing it since 2019, essentially. But if you're a left-hander and there's a right-hander at the plate, Ozzy's going to be to the right of the second base bag, and the shortstop's going to be cheating towards third. That ball came by whistling. There wasn't much of a chance of Ozzy to get to that, and you knew Dubon couldn't get to it. Fuentes is warming up. So now the tying run to the plate, Kyle Stowers, and he's got pop. 16 home runs on the year, lefty-lefty matchup. This may be his last batter. The right-handed Lopez stands on deck. First pitch on the way, swing, fouls it away. It's only one. Two on, one out. Good to see everybody in the chat tonight. Spaceman, Big Truck, Red Riot, James Ray, Noel Taylor. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky, and Harris is going to call everybody off. 2 down. Good to see good old Iron Lung. CC Ryder. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Win chicken? Chicken! Speaking of that, is Rebecca in here? Rebecca! Harriet Nix. Tim Panel. Who else is in here? Looks like Weiss is going to go out to the bullpen. He's going to go get Diddy. So 2 on, 2 out. Diddy may be asked to get 4 outs. It is far from over. We'll be back in a flash. The right-handed bat of Lopez is due up. See if they stick with them when we return. Welcome back. We're about to get Diddy with it. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing, chopper on the ground. It's going to be a 5-3. Perfect bullet by Riley to Olsen, and that'll end the inning. Your Atlanta Braves go to the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 out. How about them apples? We'll be back in a flash.
All right, those first 2 were high and tight. So what do you think the next one's going to be? Either low and away or in my ear. He's not going to want to load the bases, so look for low and away. but watch out for in your ear.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Honest Ed's Used Cars, where every car we sell is backed by an ironclad guarantee that is so complete and comprehensive that we really don't see any need to put it in writing. And remember Honest Ed's motto, if any used car dealer anywhere in the country says he can sell you the same car cheaper than we will, then he's even a bigger liar than I am. And remember, if you'd like to learn one of life's most valuable secrets, just send $20 to the announcer in care of this station.
Armchair.
For all you beginners out there, chip and putt. Everybody in golf that plays on a professional level can hit a driver. They can hit a 5-iron. They can hit a 6-iron. But it's 125, 150 yards in. That means a lot. Nobody ever talks about it. No guy that wins a golf tournament ever talks about, well, I hit that wedge from out of the rough from 122 yards and knocked it like this, got a gimme or whatever. But golf is all about 150 yards.
Sandberg hitting 327 now. The pitch. There it goes. Way back. It might be. It could be. It is. Holy cow. The game is tied.
Soldiers in both armies played ball whenever and wherever they could, just like boys, one of them remembered.
If there was any transforming incident in the history of baseball, as in the history of this country, it was the Civil War. Play in the 1840s and 50s was not for the middle class. It was not for the working class. It was reserved for so-called gentlemen. Play became democratic when it became portable. It became a people's game.
Welcome back. Josh Eknes with the 1.69 ERA coming in. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch upstairs, four-seam fastball. One 1-0 to Mauricio Dubon. The 1-0 pitch. Right down the pipe, stepping out. Man, why does he do that? That drives me crazy. 1-1. Middle of the pitch. The ball's right down the heart of the plate. He's already decided he is not going to swing. He steps away. The 1-1 count. The Yaz is standing on deck. Swing. Rips it foul. He is so much more disciplined when people are on base. It's mind-boggling. The 1-2. Steps out and pops one up. Down the right field line. Will it find green grass? It will not. Xavier Edwards with the nifty grab over the shoulder, heading towards right field from second base. F4, one away. That'll bring the Yaz to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Sweeper well outside the zone. It's 1-0. Yaz with 8 home runs on the year. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Swing, punches it back, foul, 1-1. Remember when they signed the Yaz, the idea was he would start versus righties and Jerickson Profar would start against lefties. And then Profar would do a lot of DHing as well as the 1-2. And maybe give Acuna days off, et cetera, et cetera. That's why they brought in Dubon, to give extra guys days off. And the whole thing went to hell in a handbasket when Profar couldn't keep the needle out of his arm. The 2-1 count. Swing, whistles it back, 2-2. 2-2. Upstairs misses high. Man, he can bring it 98 miles an hour. Do it again. But with that being said, they saved that money, and that's why everybody thought we were going to go get somebody at the deadline. The 3-2 pitch swing. Chops it off the instep, and it's a full count. They did try to get Jacob deGrom. I will give him that credit. He turned down the trade because he didn't want to pay. I did the math. If they picked up the option for 2028, it was going to cost him in all about $3 million to go from Texas to Georgia for a little over 2 seasons. The payoff pitch, swing, lifted, deep down the left field line, giving chase down towards the 375 mark, making the catch for a loud out number 2. In left field is Hernandez, 2 down. Austin Riley, the batter. First pitch, 4-seam fastball, 98 miles an hour. It's 0-1. 0-1. Right there at the knees. 0-2. (0-2) count, infield back into the left, way outside wide, 4-seamer, 1-2. Ball just explodes off this guy's hands. The 1-2 takes that one. Good take there by Riley. Ball 2, 2-2. Eknes is 24 years old. The 2-2 pitch, swing, lifts it out to right field. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't, Riley. It's a 2-out single, and we keep the line moving, looking for some insurance here in Braves country.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Eknes has only thrown 5 innings in his big league career. This is his 7th appearance. Sean Murphy, the batter. Man, if Murphy can get a hold of one of those, that thing will blast through someone's house. First pitch is a 4-seam right down the pipe. It's 0-1. If Murphy can turn on one, we've seen him hit some monster shots against 4-seam fastballs. Eknes is 6'4", 225. Pitch on the way, swung on, lifted, and it's going to be a lazy fly ball to left field off the end of the bat, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 9th inning, leading by 3 here in Braves country.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're gonna be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down. Because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. To believe in yourself, believe in one another. If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off. Everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you, if you'll never give up on it. If you go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go! And this crowd's back into it now. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Didi Fuentes. Right there for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0 pitch. Right there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. High and out of the zone. Ball 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. Do it again. That card you saw on your screen's the new emoji just made for Jinxie. I'll flash it up again in between batters. Is the 2-2 pitch. Swing, fouls it away. Co-9 walking out of the box. Didi Fuentes trying to get a 4-out save. The pitch on the way. Fouls that away. Infield playing back into the right. The 2-2. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on the outer edge. And there's one down. 2 outs away from the W for the Braves. And someone keeps jinxing it on out there at the park. They keep shooting off fireworks. You're not supposed to do that until you win. Righty-righty matchup. 4-seam fastball to Hernandez. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Kicks and fires. 4-seam. Misses high. 1-1. There's the new emoji. So 1-1 count. Bringing it. Swing lifted. High and deep into center field. Going back on the track, making the running catch at the wall is Money Mike for out number 2. 75% of this great world is surrounded by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. Makes it look so easy out there. Get someone to look at you the way Michael Harris looks at fly balls that can't be caught. Righty-lefty matchup. 4-seam fastball inside. Taken for a ball. It's 1-0. One more game with these Marlins. Which means one more floor to ball game. Get back to the real world. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled away. One count. 13 pitches for Fuentes, but he did have an up-down. The 1-1 to Owen Casey, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Swing, slices a foul. I saw them shooting fireworks off earlier. It was when Elder was up, and they shot off fireworks, and I thought he had hit some kind of milestone, so I'm rifling through X to see if there's something new, and no, there wasn't. It was just someone not knowing what they're doing out there. The 1-2, swing, hammers it down the first base line. We'll do it again. The Nats and the Phils are tied up at 3, and they're in the top of the 9th. Washington is batting. The 1-2, punches it. Foul down the left field line, out of play. We'll do it again. Marlins down to their last strike. Yeah, I know I saw that crap. Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, I was on X talking about that today. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Someone tackle AA, make sure he doesn't try to sign him. I don't know if you've seen his numbers. I would sign him as a coach, have him come on the team, because I'll tell you what, he's very popular in the clubhouse. The 1-2, swing, fouls it back, and we'll do it again. Nothing else. Owen Casey making this interesting. Long at bat here. Pitch number 7. The 1-2. Buckles his shoe, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men.
Through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go.
Beer for my horses.
We're going. Woo!
4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for your Atlanta Braves. 1 run, 3 hits. No errors.
We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium.
For the Miami Marlins.
Streaking. Get in.
Braves scored off of Riley's ground rule double. A 2 RBI single by Baldwin. And a single by Harris. They get 4 runs and they don't even leave the ballpark. 4-1 your final. And time for the game ball. Game ball. We're going to give it to Bryce Elder. Who else would it be? 7 innings. 3 punch outs. 2 walks. An earned run and a hit. Bryce Elder will move to 8-6 on the year. And Diddy Fuentes gets his 2nd save, and your Atlanta Braves move their magic number to 41. If Washington come out and win that game, they're in the 9th inning tied up in Philly. We can get it down to 41, but as of right now, it's 42. And we will see you tomorrow night. BCR MVPs. Spaceman rejoining up. And Bobby B. 3-way tie going into the corner. And we had a great time on the double header with y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow. It's 7:15 first pitch. 7 o'clock we come on the air. And remember, Friday night's a late edition. Braves and Yankees. Max Fried versus Chris Sale Friday night. Must see TV. Call off if you're supposed to be working or whatever plans you made. You do not want to miss that.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.